we're back. That's much better. Cool, working now. Sorry about that, guys. I know if you're watching this on replay, just had a couple of little things I need to sort out on here. As you can see, I'm doing this on here. When I turn the camera around, you're going to see why. I'm super excited for tonight's training call. I don't even know what camera I need to look at because my camera is on the angle, so you can probably see me in landscape mode now. So I do apologise, I had to jump off then. I was having a bit of Wi-Fi trouble, so I couldn't get on first of all. So it's a little bit awkward, so I do apologise about that. I'm just trying to get, as you can see on here as well, and the reason being is you guys are going to see in a second. So yeah, hope everyone's good. Hope everyone's had an amazing Christmas. Hey Claire, hope everyone's had a fantastic Christmas, Boxing Day. I'm going to be, when you guys are going to see me on camera in a minute as I turn this around, and I'm going to be doing a lot of breathing in because I've enjoyed a lot of festivities, shall we say, over the past few days, and I hope everyone has done too. Hope everyone's had an amazing Christmas. If you're watching this on replay, guys, yeah, let me know where you're watching. As ever, let me know where you're watching from, where you are in the world, watch replay. I just need to pop this down a second so I can just see something. It's going to make more sense in a minute, guys, I promise you, okay? Now, let me just turn it that way. Let me just try something. You're going to like this. Let me just turn this around. I want to see how this works, okay? Hope you guys can hear me okay. Perfect. Right, let me bring that back a little bit. As you guys can see, I'm doing this one all visually for you guys tonight. So let me just adjust that slightly. Right. No, Lauren, it's not just you. The screen isn't huge. I've done it in landscape mode. And like I said, the reason being, so I can show you guys what I'm doing on the whiteboard. But because the problem is with Facebook Live, because I can't like set it up first of all, I'm having to like hope for the best and set it up while I'm on camera. Now the next thing I've got to do is when I'm over there is make sure you guys can see me okay, which is why my laptop's there, because I'm hoping that when I turn this around you're going to see me okay, which actually what I'm going to do very, very quickly, I'm going to call Hazel. Can I borrow you a second, please? So let me just turn that round there. Perfect. Right. Can you just have a look at the camera? Can you see me?
Yes.
Perfectly. Do I look fat?
No.
But yeah, can you see me and everything? Can you see it? If I'm over here, can you see it all?
Yeah.
And if I'm over here, can you see it all?
Yes, we can see you.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for... Oh, right, let me turn this back around. Thank you to my glamorous assistant. Now let me shut this door back up so one, the cats don't come in, and two, don't wake Cody up. Right, let me get my notes. Now, sorry this one is a little bit like all over the place at the minute. Like I said, the reason being is because I need to visually show you guys what's in my head. Now, this strategy has been in my head for so long now, and is one of the reasons that our business is going as well as it is, and growing so quick, growing so well. You know, we've had a very, very roller coaster year, not gonna lie. So I've got Hazel's new foot massager in my way, I keep kicking it. So I'm not gonna lie, we've had a very, very up and down year, but the good thing is our business has been completely stable, solid, and it's also starting to have some big growth. Even considering, you know, we've had people leave. It's, at the end of the day, business is business. We've had people leave, but at the same time, we've had extreme growth, particularly coming from areas like South Africa, Australia, you know, and now a lot of growth happening now in Southeast Asia, back across Europe and across the UK. Now, I've had this strategy in my head for so long, and now it's always quite funny because Hazel always refers to me as like the strategy guy. So, which is why you guys need to get people on this call live now. The only thing what I need to say to you guys is questions. I can't see what you're typing now. So if you're watching this on replay, you save the questions to the end, and I'm going to be coming back into this, trying to answer questions for you guys. Similarly, if you're watching this live now, please try to save your questions till the end, till I'm back on camera, like facing it so I can see. Because at the end of the day, so I'm not even looking, I'm looking to look there. Because at the end of the day, guys, I cannot see. When I'm around that side, I'm looking at the back of my phone, so I can't see you at all. So It's going to be really, really exciting. But let's get some more people on this call. We need to get the numbers up, guys, because this is going to be an amazing call. Trust me, this is going to be the best one of 2017. This is going to set you up for 2018 like you do not believe. I hear so many people say to me, "Oh, Dan, you know, I'm looking for my diamonds. I'm trying to build some depth. I'm waiting for that person that gets it. You know." And I'm going to dispel all of that tonight, because we don't need to find the diamonds. We don't need to wait for the people to get it. Because do you know what, guys? They may already be there and we just don't know about it. And this, at the end of the day, we need to learn how to... I'll keep looking at me. I need to look there. And we need to be able to look how to create an organization from day one, not just for the back end. As you can see, I've drawn what lead is going to look like. Now, at the end of the day, like I say, in January, lead is coming. I want to talk about the transitional periods at the end. And lead is coming. You know, it's already in play in Australia. And at the end of the day, how we build the back end of the business is slightly changing, purely just through qualification processes. And people now, you know, have had questions. Oh, I could, you know, if I can't get an executive, how am I going to get 30k line? Blah blah blah. This is going to dispel all of that. You're going to be able to, once you see this, bang, you're going to be able to run with it. I've watched many videos on how to strategically build the back end of Nuskin's compensation plan, and I tell you what, they are years old. They're very good videos, very high quality, don't get me wrong, I learned so much from them, but they're old. Now this is how we do things modernly, so I'm super excited. I've got 3 pages of notes, I've got my whiteboard pens ready, my whiteboard is ready, my grid is ready, but we need some more people on the call. So guys, get in your group chats, get saying to people, Dan's live now, get tuning in. But I want to see who we have on the call tonight. So let's have a look through who we have. I'm going to try, it's really difficult to scroll, it's quite small. Hey Debbie, hey Salumi, hey Joe, hey Andrea, hey Sally, hey Karen, hey Samantha, hey Claire, hey Jolene, hey Heloise, hey Mariska, hey Kayla, hey Leanne, hey Lauren, hey John, hey Jolene, hey Mandy. Oh, loads of you guys on tonight, fantastic. Right, so like I say, guys, get tagging your teams. We need people on the call tonight. But I'm going to get straight into it tonight. Now, I can see them. I love it. Whenever I say that, it's fantastic, because all the group chats keep coming up. It's like ping, 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 ping. They keep popping up there. So, like I said, this strategy, I'm just going to get straight into it now. This strategy has been in my head for a long time. And now I've taught this to a few people. Mainly because something like this is only really, you can only really show it visually. You can talk about it over on a call or over the phone, but then one person gets it. But we need a lot of people to get it. Now, I'm going to be doing this much more in depth at Level Up, like way more in depth. I'm going to be doing more trainings like this too with the whiteboard. I've got a fantastic one for recruiting, which I'm going to be doing in week 1 of 2018. It's going to blow your mind. Like, this is going to blow your mind. That one's going to blow your mind. I am pumped. So now let's just get straight into this. Like I said, I'm excited. I just had a double shot of espresso as well, so I'm all energized. Now, first things first, what we need to do here for 2018, from this day onwards, okay, is we need to dispel instantly the terminology, my team. Now, the reason why we need to dispel the terminology, my team, because nobody is your team. Like, people is the team, like, and sometimes, you know, we have to refer to guys, you know, it's just in context of conversation, sometimes it's easier. You know, I don't like doing it. You guys will hear me all the time, and I don't like saying things like my team, or I prefer saying my business partners or our organization. But because if I say my team, what that does, that basically identifies every single person in here watching this live as one of ours, and that's not true. When we join the business, we always sign a Nuskin independent distributor agreement. Do you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like, we're all independent business owners, and the reason why, and I can now visually show you guys, is a lot of you guys are still in that mindset of like, when I build a team, when I join my team, you know, I'm building a team, come and join my team, they're mine. But what that does, that essentially, that takes instantly away somebody's leadership. It instantly takes away their individuality, and it instantly takes away their identity, because all you're doing is identifying them as you. We spoke about this on the leadership call recently that I did for you guys, and what happens there is you're creating an army of followers. You're not creating an army of leaders, and we want to create an army of leaders, not followers. Okay, so Like I say, now, the next thing is, I can't wait to draw this for you guys. I'm excited with my whiteboard, I don't know if you guys can tell. Now, too many of us, okay, also rely on finding our diamonds, okay? Now, I'm putting that there. People always say to me, oh, Dan, I'm finding my diamonds. Oh, you know, I'm just trying to find my diamonds. In the end of the day, you know, as I've spoken about calls, we do have to sift through and find the people that just get it. But at the end of the day, like so many of us, the difference between looking for somebody that gets it or trying to find my diamonds. Now, what people say when they're trying to find my diamonds is basically they're looking for their next executive. They're looking for their next team elite. They're looking for their next blue diamond. They're looking for their next big player. Now, what they're expecting is they're expecting to recruit somebody and that person just gets it, boom, runs with it, you know. Yeah, our business is growing, we're fantastic. But at the end of the day, even if that does happen to you, fantastic, well done. That's only one person. So even unlock that level of depth, and I'm going to show you after. So say you do get one person comes along, they build an incredible organization, so many executives deep. Now what that is going to happen, essentially, you still need to build more yourself to unlock that and get paid on it. So even if you do find one, you still then got to find more to unlock that. Do you see where I'm going with this? So thinking of the terminology of finding your diamonds, we also need to get rid of that too. All we need to find is productive people, and then we need to network. And that's what the first thing I've called this is networking. I don't know if you guys have read it, but Rob Sperry's book, Game of Networking. John and Giselle Sexsmith's book is Networking, the Natural Extension of You. We are in network marketing, you see? So we need to be networking constantly, not just outside of the business, but also inside our own organization and business. Now, what we need to be focused on here is, you know, say for example, I'm just trying to find my notes here. Yeah, now, say like I said, you're trying to find your diamonds. Now, essentially, you could end up recruiting like 20, 50, 100, 150, 200, 250 people, and because you're looking for that one person who gets it. But what about all those others you've recruited? They've got networks. They've got people you can talk to. They've got people that they've brought into the business. But because they don't get it, you're not going to bother them. You're going to focus on your new ones. You're not going to bother speaking to other people. Now, why? Like I said, we need to stop relying on somebody that just gets it. Now, if you guys are tuning in now, you're going to see why I'm in landscape mode, and you're going to see why I'm facing this way, because in a minute I'm going to be showing you my whiteboard, and I'm going to be drawing some things, which I'm just going to get into do that now. So, around. Perfect. Now you can see that. So you can see what I've got there is the circle group, and I've got the back end. So we're going to start here in the circle group. Okay, now, let's just come along here. I'm just going to play that on there because I also want to be able to see myself, and hopefully I can see, yes, I can see myself there. Perfect. Right, it's on a bit of a delay, this is going to be weird. Now, like I said, if you're just looking for your diamonds constantly, so you've got you here, all what's going to happen is you are literally just going to be going dun 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 and recruiting wide. Yeah, makes sense, right? Because that's what we do. We recruit and we sign people up, and that's essentially what happens. So we're bringing people in on our front line here. But, you know, now say we're looking for our diamond. What we're hoping will happen is that we're hoping that, say, this person here gets it, and they're going to be our next team elite, and they're just going to go bang, and their business is going to go here, and next they're going to jump into that back end, and things are going to fly and be incredible. But at the end of the day, the chance of that happening, you know, is minimal. Because at the end of the day, like, you know, it may happen to you, it may not. But then at the end of the day, what happens to all these people? Now, what I want to get you guys into the process of doing and thinking about is doing stuff like this. Now, say this person here might bring in a couple there, that person there, a couple here. And you know what, guys? I've seen this in people's circles. Now, I've done a lot of things on there. Now, some of you guys may be saying, oh, do you know what? I've only recruited one or two. I hope you guys can see those dots. If you can't, come back. After the video, then, can you please do a close-up of this? Can you, let me know, guys. I'm looking at this side of the camera now. Turn your phone sideways, you'll see the ball more clearly. Thanks, Debbie. Cool. So, right. Like I said, guys, some of you have easily recruited this many people. Some have done less. If you've done less, don't worry about it. You know, this is for the future, for building more. Now, like I said, we're looking for, now say this person here does like there, that person there I'll try and do some bigger circles so it's easier to see. And we've got that there, okay? Now, and then nothing, now say a little bit is happening all over, but we're still looking for that big one. Now, say not a lot of volumes happening there, a few people are getting sales, you know, a few hundred PSVs going in, which is really, really good, mind you, because people are making money, people are happy in their business. But you're focused on jumping to the back end. You're focused on finding the team elite. And honestly, guys, I've had this conversation with people so many times where people have literally been like, you know, I'm still finding my diamond. And then I'll have a chat with them and I look at the circle group and I'll click on all, so people that have done no volume and people that have done volume. And I can see a circle group of easily like 20 to 30 people. And I say to them like, okay, so you've recruited, you know, X amount in your front line. I'm making these bigger so you guys can see them. So you've recruited X amount in your front line. Have you spoken to or contacted those, or those? And people are like, oh, no, I haven't. And I'm like, how comes? And they're like, oh, I don't know. And then I think to myself, right, this is where we need to be networking, okay, guys? This is where we need to be thinking of ourselves, like, you know, thinking ahead of ourselves and try to build a business here. Because at the end of the day, like, we've got us here. But if we constantly just focus on somebody that just gets it and could do it themselves, one, we're being lazy, and two, we're not even thinking about how we're even going to build the back end, how we're going to build a business, how it's going to sustain, how it's ever going to get stronger, how we're ever going to teach people to teach people. So what we need to, I'm just seeing some emojis coming across the screen now. This is so weird, and I'm having a lot of fun. But, so like I said, so I say, have you contacted these guys? Now, people say no, and I'll say, right, that's what we need to be doing next. When you're, find some time and reach out to people. Instantly start, guys. So from today, if you're looking at your circle group, always start at your lowest level, okay? And then work your way back up again. But what we need to be doing here, now even if people are putting in orders, contact them. Now, I hear it so many times that people are like, oh, do you know what, Dan, like, you know, like, I'm doing a circuit, that person will get annoyed if I speak to these. And I'm like, why? And then, you know, why would they? Because at the end of the day, like, we're trying to help people. And I'm going to do the multiplier effect for you guys in a second, so you can see why. But if people do say, now, it's a tough one sometimes, because some people may say to you guys, like, oh, you know, I've said before, we're our own business owners. So at the end of the day, like, we can say to somebody, look, me and my team have got it. So as example, this is the other end of the scale. Say these guys are doing fantastic, getting volume, going for otherwise. Sometimes it may not even be necessary to contact them. But say there's not a lot happening in that group or even this group. So you contact people. Now, the biggest mistake I see when people hear is they undermine either that person or that person. Because what they will say to them, they might just be like, oh, like, I could reach out to someone, I could be like, oh, like, hey, Leanne, who's down here, I see you doing really well in the business, you know, I've been growing really well. I'm not sure what that person is teaching you, but let me add you all into my chats. Let me kind of help you. Because all you're doing then is you're taking over from that person. And then what you're going to be doing, you're going to be undermining those people. And all that's going to do is create tension. Now, the reason why I always say this to people as well is, now let's have an example where you've got a line of people here. Let me try and draw it in big so you can see it. So you've got, you know, you've got you, okay? You've recruited one person there. They've recruited one person there. Now, so many people will just be like, right, I know what I'm doing. I've taught that person what to do. They will naturally teach that person what to do. Now, they might do, but here's the thing, guys, right? Now, we're in a people business. Now, not everybody is going to get on with everybody. It's just people. We're all individuals. You think about, like, when you're at school and there's 3 friends, you know, like we always had, like, the group when we was at school where you've got 3 really, really close friends. You've got your buddies. Now, there's always in a group of 3. 2 of you always get on better than, say, you and the other person. Always happens. In any group, there's always, like, 2 people always get on better than say the third. Now, that could happen here. Now, there's nothing wrong here at all. Like, this person's bought in this one, fine, this one's bought in this, everyone's happy. But you may connect much better with that person than what that person does. But if you don't reach out to this person because you stopped there, because you're relying on that person to do it, you could have lost a diamond there. You could have lost someone that's super productive. You could have lost somebody that's like, you know, incredible builder, that's productive like you. And you, like I said, you want to be connecting productive people, which is you, to productive people. But that's not saying this person's not productive, but them and them might not get on that well. So if you're reaching out to them, that's going to help that person so much. It's going to help them incredibly well. Now, like I said, you're not undermining anybody. All you're doing, you're reaching out and you're networking. You are asking questions. Simply, how do we network? We ask somebody questions. Hey, how are you getting on the business? If you're new, my name is Dan. I'm in your upline support. I'm here to help you reach your goals any way that I can. Let me know how I can help you. And that person may say, oh, do you know what? Like, I really could do with some help recruiting. So you can help them. I really could do help with sales, so you can help them. You're not undermining that person, you're just helping them. Very simply put. Let me just check my notes quickly. Now, another way of looking at it as well, what can help people. Let me just clear that off so you guys can see a little bit better. It's really weird doing this. I mean, not being able to talk or connect with any of you guys, and like kind of doing it by myself. It really was. So I hope this is all coming across okay. And I can see a couple of comments coming in. I can see a few hearts going across the screen, so it's good. Hope it's coming across okay. Now, right. So we're done. So let me just draw this out again. Okay. So I just want to get this bit clear to you guys. We've got you, then we've got person you've got in the business. And there. Now here's another way of looking at it as well, okay? So I'm left-handed, so I don't need to put my back to you, I'm left-handed. Now, you've got you, okay? You, and I'm gonna put, you just get it, okay? What I mean by you just get it. You get the recruiting aspect, you get the selling aspect, you know, you're building wide and you're doing really fantastic well. You bring this person here in, okay? Now this person is selling really well, they're doing fantastic, they've started to build a team, but they just haven't got that bigger ambition, which is nothing wrong with that, because some people are so happy just selling products, retailing, earning that retail profit, but they don't want to go on to build the big business. Now this is to reach out to the guys that want to build that big business. So this person is just very content, but they have brought in this person. Now what's going to happen there, now because this person's content, but this person's got, now this is going to put, this person has a lot of drive. Okay, now, but because this person's just content, are they going to be messaging them most days? Are they going to be helping them? Are they going to be supporting them? Are they going to be tagging them in training videos? Are they going to be, you know, tagging them in promos, tagging them in upcoming offers, tagging them in the good morning calls, letting them know where everything is, letting them know the Tuesday night calls, letting them know all the fun is? Are they going to be doing that? Because they're just content, they're not really driven and motivated. Now, if that's happening, that's nothing wrong at all. Like, please don't get it twisted. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But this person here has got super amounts of drive, but because this person here is completely content, nothing's really going to happen. But this is where networking is going to help out so much. And this is what I've been doing, and this is where the strategy comes in so well. Because what we do, we reach out and we connect. Now, like I say, we're not undermining anybody. What we're doing, we're just asking how people are. We're asking questions if people want support, if they want any guidance, if they want, you know, anything whatsoever. And we do. Now, this is just an example. Now, we're still working in a circle group here, for instance. Now, this person here could then be like, oh, Dan, do you know what? I really want to build big. I haven't seen this training call. I haven't seen, you know, you could say, sorry, you could be like, you know, how's everything going? They could, oh, you're going really well. Like, I'm really interested in recruiting. You could, oh, cool. Have you seen the Tuesday night calls? Have you seen the morning calls? Have you seen this call? Then we're like, oh, no. So, oh, perfect. Do you know what? Pop your upline a message and get them to make sure you're in success, you know, and then I can make sure you're tagged in the videos. There's nothing wrong with tagging other people in videos. Some people don't do it because they want to they're relying on that person to do it. Whereas it's okay to tag other people in videos. I do it. You know, you have a look at the people I tag. They're not just all our frontline. I tagged so many people in the videos. I'm not undermining anybody, because I just want to make sure that they're the ones I'm working one-to-one with, and they're the ones that I want to make sure I've got all the right information quickly and efficiently. An example, what can happen here is this person could just go bang, 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 recruit, bang, 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 recruit, 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 because they just get it. But if you'd have just stopped and not messaged, because you're thinking, oh, this person's content, they're happy doing what they're doing, which means I need to build wider, 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 wider. So you're looking for new people, but already sitting here is somebody that's already signed up. They're already driven, but they're just not had anybody connect with them that just kind of is with it. Do you know what I mean? I hope that makes sense, guys. If it does, you know, I can see on there. Please give me some like thumbs up or some likes or something, or some hearts if that all makes sense. Like if you can really see what I'm talking about. I'm going to turn the camera round and come across here, so I want to see some comments. Hey, I'm back. So it's so weird doing this, guys. Yeah, I can't. Let me see through comments. While I'm going, I want to make sure this makes sense, because there was here. Let me see. If I can see it right. Cool. Let me see. Really does make sense. So as you guys can see, how that can happen, you know, because at the end of the day, like I said, because you've brought that one person in, that person may have brought in a couple of other people. Now, but that person is completely content. They've said to you, do you know what? I'm just happy selling products. I'm making a bit of retail profit. So in your mind, you're like, right, I need new people, new people, new people, which is the right thing to be thinking about. Because first thing we need to do, the biggest thing we've got to be doing is recruiting. So we always need to be building wider. But we also need to be networking as well. So what we also need to be doing is reaching out to those other people there, because we don't know. We're always looking for diamonds, but there could already be people there that have signed up. They've already seen something. They've already got something in them because they've already, you know, they already want to make a change. Then you connect with them. That could be the change or spark they need. That's really going to help them rocket and fly forward. So if that makes sense, guys, please just give me some thumbs up, just give me some hearts and likes if that makes sense, because like I said, I can't see a single thing I'm doing that side. So I hope it does. You guys watching on replay, I hope it does make sense. Cool, some good likes and that coming in. So I contact every person on the team on day one, say no, I'm there. Perfect, Tracy. And look exactly what is happening in Tracy's business. Tracy is not long hit executive, literally jumped straight to Lapis, like absolutely flying. Her execs are doing amazing. Her girls are amazing. I'm constantly looking at Tracy's business and what, wow, because Tracy is one that just gets it. And she's been doing all this already. I know some of you guys have been as well, which is fantastic. Now, I'm also now going to talk to you a little bit about the back end and the transition of lead and how to build now, because it's changed. So as of January, you know, we're not going to be building 12 wide to get to Blue Diamond. It's only 6 wide, you know, to still get paid in 6 generations. But some of them need to be 30k legs. Now, I know some of you guys are thinking, oh my God, I can't even get like one person to executive. I can't get one person to LOI. How am I going to get a 30k leg? Because all you're thinking in your front line again. Do you know what I mean? All you're thinking about what I can do in my front line. That's all you're thinking. Like I need to find my diamonds. I need to find my diamonds. Whereas no, you may have people in your organisation that are ready to fly. You know, I've shouted out Salumi before, but Salumi, if you're watching, huge shout out to you. She connected to people in the circle group, and her circle group went from an active of like 20 odd people to like 63 people in like 1 or 2 months or something crazy. As she said, she told us at Level Up in South Africa. You know, absolutely bonkers what happened there, because she done that in a circle group. Now, I see you on the call, Salute. I can see your hearts and lights coming up now. Yeah, so correct. So if those numbers are correct, you know, if they're not, correct me if I'm wrong, but a Level Up said that, you know, her circle went from 20 to 63 purely from doing that. Because we need to be connected with people, and it's not undermining anybody, but the mistake what people can make is if you go in and undermine somebody. Whereas you could say, oh look, do what I'm doing, forget what that person's doing, like let me make sure you're in the videos, that person's not doing this. You don't undermine anybody. All we're doing is saying to people, look, I'm here to support you, I'm here to guide you, you know. And I did this with so many of our executives. It's why I work so much in the depth of the business. I obviously build the front line, but I work so much in depth of the business because I'm constantly searching and looking for the productive people that just get it. And you know, at the end of the day, if I see someone just doing incredible, I'm straight there. Hey, how are you doing? What you're doing is amazing. You know, I'm here for support and guidance if you need it, and I'm just there to reach out to people. And what's happening because of the result of that, business is going. And you know, and I tag flipping everyone. Fantastic. You know, so now what I'm going to talk to you guys, let me just grab my notes quickly. So that is essentially, my pens are going everywhere. So that's essentially how we're going to be building a circle group, by also contacting people and messaging people. If somebody signs somebody up, it's okay to okay, no, Nicola's been the same since started. Perfect. And do you know what? There you go. That is what you call duplication of building the right way. Because Debbie, Nicola, Tracy. Fantastic. Well, Hazel, Debbie, Nicola, Tracy. There you go. Look at the strength that is building there. Because all you guys are contacting, you're networking, you're reaching out to people, you're offering support, you're not undermining anybody, you know, you're just being helpful, you're offering support, you're asking questions. At the end of the day, you could reach out to someone, they could say, nah, do you know what, Dan, I'm good, I've got this, fantastic. That's one less job for me to do. Let me go speak to somebody else. You know, if somebody says, look, hey, I've got this, perfect, I'll go speak to somebody else then. You know what I mean? Let them go with it, it's fine. If somebody does say that to you, great, less work for us to do. So, now let's look at the back end. Like I said, now so many people just rely on building a front line. Now that's fantastic. We do need to build a front line, obviously. But let me just turn this back around. So I'm going to go back over here, guys. So I'll come and see you again in a minute. So there we go, back over here. Now, it's gotten all weird again for me. I feel like a school teacher. Now, class, let me talk to you about the theory of relativity. Right, now, what happens here with people? Now, we are here, okay, too many people. Now we've got you spending time there. Similarly, when you're an executive, so many executives just spend exactly the same thing there. And they don't contact anybody on the second, or the third, or the fourth, or the fifth, or the sixth, if you've got that kind of depth. You know, you may not even, and you may just have that kind of depth, which is fine. Say you've only got 2 lines, or you may even have 1 line, but are you contacting them people in their, or their circle group? Maybe not, because what you need to be doing is doing that. Because at the end of the day, and this is what can happen, because what can happen to people, is, say for example, you are constantly just working here, you're working on your first generation constantly, but no depth is happening, and you're constantly trying to get people to executive, get people to LOI, and all you're thinking is, man, why aren't people, you know, why don't they get it? And you feel like you're constantly just, you know, working for nothing and no results in there, because you're constantly plugging people into the front line, you're constantly trying to build, but then nothing's really happening, but you're not connecting with anybody on your second, third or fourth or whatever generation in your circle group. Now, like I said, so pretty much the same there is what's happening with your circle group. What you want to be doing is doing that similarly with your executives. Now, let me See, this is what I love about this. Let me just turn this back around quickly. Now, really what I love about this so much is that people say to me, oh, Dan, do you know what, like, the way you build the back end is completely different. And I'm like, well, is it really? Because at the end of the day, like, when you're building a circle group, you still have to build, like, you still have first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth levels. So when you come onto executives, it's no different. Now, let me just show you what can happen if you're building how I've been doing recently, and a few others have been doing recently. So say, you know, you have this is you, these are the amount of executives you need now, 6 wide to be blue diamond, and this is the depth that it will unlock. So say, for example, you have done 1 executive there, and you're constantly trying to create and build another one. Now, say, for example, you get to 2, and then you're thinking, right, now I want to get to Ruby, I want to jump to Ruby there. Now a lot of people, now as you can see, something here, I always say, when someone's just got 2 lapis there, and they've got no depth here, they're always like, I want to get to Ruby, I want to get 4 wide. And I'm like, why? They're like, oh, you know, because it's Ruby. And I'm like, okay, cool. But then you're not going to get paid like, this is the ruby depth you get paid on. So remember, for a ruby, which is 4 wide, you get paid in your 3rd generation. So if you've got nothing happening here, why are you trying to do more there? What you want to be doing is getting more down here. That's what you want to do. So, but how do you do that? Because then people say to me, oh, Dan, do you know what? I haven't got an executive that gets it. They're happy doing their 3,000. They don't want to get LOIs. They don't want to build bigger. They don't want to build a bigger organisation. But that's no different than having, like I said, you've got you, we're going to take you out the circle out, and you've got you here. Now you could have like, you know, one there, who's your exec, you can have your executive there, right? Now, another executive there, so it's easier to do it on this bit here. And you're saying, oh, this person just is content, and this person just really qualified. So then you're looking for more people. They said, have you been inside that person's, I put a circle group, have you been inside this person's circle group and done the same as what you would do before? Message people, hey, can I help you? How can I support you? You know, that's how you're going to create these lines. That's how you're going to create depth. It's okay, like I said to you before, guys, to reach out to these people. I want to teach you about the multiplier effect in a second. But it's okay to reach out to these people. A lot of people are like, oh, no, because that's my team. It's the worst thing in the world, like I said, guys, is when people say my team, because that executive there could be like, no, these are my team. And then they're going to just isolate themselves and take themselves away. Now, don't get me wrong, some people do a fantastic job of doing that, and if they're creating big depth, but then what happens then? Like I say, if you're referring to everyone as my team, you're taking away people's individuality, you're taking away their identity, you know, you're taking away their entrepreneurship because they believe they're yours and they don't believe that they can do it by themselves unless you tell them they can. And then what's going to happen is you'll then block them from reaching out to somebody else. And when you do that, that's then going to have the same effect on you when you want to reach out to somebody. You may get, so I'm talking about this person here, that's you. Now you may get an other executive there underneath them, but then that person goes, no, they're my team. Honestly, guys, what will happen, because you're just taking small groups of people, it's just going to disappear and disappear and disappear. And it will do, guys. I've seen it happen, and it will happen when you talk to people like that. When you take that kind of individuality away, individuality away from people, you're just going to kill your organisation. You really, really are. That's why, like I said, we're all independent Nuskin distributors, so we can all build however we really, really want to. But this is how you're going to build strength in the back end of your business. So, like I said, you have 2 here. You're like, right, I want to get to Ruby. I want to go on a trip. Fantastic. You know, we're disqualified for a trip. Let's build wide. But we also need to be thinking of building depth. We also need to spend time building depth. But then you say to me, oh, Dan, do you know what? But I want to, but my executive doesn't get it. How do I do that? Back there, you could have. Now, like I said, let's draw this a bit more visually. You could have, so you've got you, and you've got an exec, and in here you've got the executives circle group. So you've got people here, here and here. But remember what we said about this is a personal business. Now there's some people that just don't relate to other people, but that's okay, because it's just business, it's what happens. So what we want to be doing is making sure that everyone just has the right amount of support that they need to have. Now this could essentially look like someone's organisation, you know, with the different levels. So now here's an example, and this is what I teach people. Now I've done this with some calls with some guys. I've been on the phone to like this executive, and be like, you know, they've been like, oh, do you know what? Like, people just don't get it. I'm trying to build wider, trying to build more executives. And I'm like, have you spoken to these guys? Then, sorry, this is an executive here, and they're like, oh no, I haven't, because you know that's their team. They don't want to undermine. I'm like, no, it's not. It's okay to reach out to these guys. So if this is you, and you're thinking, oh, I can't reach out to this executive team because that's theirs. No, it's not. There's nothing wrong with you reaching out and connecting to that person. But now imagine this, guys, right? You reach out and connect to that person, but this person has been blocked. And the only reason they've been blocked, nothing bad, it'd be like I said, block's a bad word, but let's just say this person, sorry, that's the sponsor, That person there is, like we said earlier, remember? Content. They don't want to do anything more. They're just happy selling products. But you don't know, that person there could be, you know, the real driving force. You're productive, that person's productive. You connect to this person, they start building bigger, a team starts happening, then guess what's going to happen? You're creating some depth, okay? But now because you have reached out to this person and you've done the same, they're going to be doing the same there. Then guess what's going to happen? And honestly, guys, I've seen this happen so many times. This person's going to go there. They're going to create you another exec there, another exec there. Then because they're doing it, you know, it's just going to go bigger and bigger, and that's going to go there. And that person's going to go here and here. And honestly, this is how quickly it can happen. How do I know this? Because I've seen it happen. And purely because we've done this. I've done this with Debbie. I know, you know, me and Jacqueline have done it together. Me and Kim have done it. You know, it's been fantastic to see it happening. Me and Cora have done it, where we've reached out to people and connecting, and then it's exploding through the organisation. And you can quickly see how it can happen. But if you hadn't have done that, because in your mind that's their team, that may have never happened. And then you're still stuck firefighting your front, trying to build your front line, trying to create it, where's not what's going to happen here. How are you going to create 30 lines? This, like I said there, productive people to productive people. When you connect, Giselle Sexsmith taught me this. How do you think John and Giselle Sexsmith have created the most successful organisation in Nuskin? Because they connected to productive people to productive people. And then what happens? Magic happens. And honestly, I've seen magic happening. When you connect productive people to productive people, magic can happen. Your business can literally, because that person there may just be content. So you come along, you reach out to somebody in their circle group, and the next thing you know, like I said to you guys, that can just go boom, one there. They might just go, then they're going to go boom, one there, one there. Because they're now super productive. You could then reach out to that person there. They're going to reach out to people inside there. This is then going to go bang, bang. And honestly, like I said, I've seen it happen so many times where this can happen. This is how you're going to build your business in 2018, guys. You may not have any executives underneath you. You may have only signed up 5 to 10 people, but are you thinking, have I connected to those 5 again? Have those 5 signed anybody up? Have you connected to those 5? I bet they have, because I've been in people's circles and I've seen where people have been like, oh, you know, my business, I'm trying to find my diamonds, and I'm looking, so well, have you connected to this person? Oh, yeah, I have. And then they come back to you 2 weeks later, oh, damn, I messaged that person, and now that you know, they're super excited, they want to build again. So I'm like, this is how you're going to do it. But now, let me teach you about the multiplier effect. Why? If someone ever says to you, you know, oh, you know, they're my team, you shouldn't be contacting my team and all that kind of crap, you know. I say that kind of crap because in the end of the day, no one is my team. We are free. At the end of the day, the only people that have a vested interest in your business is your downlines. If your sidelines are messaging you, then, oh, let me reach out to you, let me help my sidelines, you know. Your sidelines don't have a vested interest in your business at the end of the day, your downline do. Now, let me teach you about the multiplier effect. Now, I'm going to start with, I'm just going to give you a complete visual representation of me and Hazel. So you have Team Elites. Okay, now say, example, then there's going to be a gold, then you got an exec, and you got an exec. Now, you guys can see that, okay? So you got Team Elite, gold, now that, say that's a line, what's built. Now, there's then, of course, you can have the distributor. Now, is it more powerful, these two just working together? Or is it more powerful for this person if they're working together, and they're working together, and they're working together? Because then this distributor, very simply put, has an exec, a goal, a team elite working together. That is the multiplier effect. But if that person decides they are my team, they're my business, all you're going to have is a distributor and those working together. Now, this person here could be super productive, but because they're now in my team, they're not going to speak to any of these guys. And these guys could be super productive, but they're being blocked from working with them, and it's not going to happen. Let me turn this camera around. Now, guys, I can see I can see there's been questions coming in, and I'm going to get back to the questions at the end. I'm going to go back through them now. I hope this has been helpful. I can't see anything on the screen. If this has been helpful, please give me some thumbs up and hearts and likes. If this makes sense to you now, if now you have a different mindset of how you're going to build your 30k lines, of how you're going to build a strong circle, if how you're going to actually build a strong business, how you're going to create strength and depth. If this makes sense, let me know, give me a thumbs up. This has been my strategy in my head for so long. It's why myself and Debbie and other people have been able to help create. Our Australian group has grown 110% since February. 110%. Our group in Australia has grown since January. The South African downline, you know, that has grown crazy. Like crazy. Like, I think that's 60-70% growth, but some serious volume now coming from those guys. Like serious. It was big volume before, and now it's like amazing volume. Like Debbie, Jacqueline, Salumi, like the size of their organisation, the strength that has been growing recently, purely because we've been doing things like this. We've all been reaching out to people. We've all been connecting to people, supporting to people, not undermining anybody. I'm struggling getting recruits right, they're just non-starters. I'll go back through questions after the call, because like I said, there's so many and I can literally see 2 comments. So feel free to ask questions, guys, and I'm going to go through afterwards and I'm going to try and type on them to try and give you the answer you need. I hope this has been helpful. Sorry it's been a little bit crazy. It's the first time I've ever kind of brain dumped all this onto paper, onto whiteboard. You know, I get very excited doing this because this is a strategy I know what works and I know how to build the business. It's connecting productive people to productive people. It's also it's how you're going to create lines. It's how you're going to help support people. It's how you're going to grow. If you're not doing this and you're only kind of relying on building your front line, then are you going to be helping anybody else in the business? You could be missing out on such incredible people in the business. Like I said, like love is something definitely my fav life. I hope so. And like I say, it's you could be missing out on some amazing people where you're always searching for new people to bring new people in, which is what you need to be doing. The biggest chunk of your day needs to be new people. But then the second biggest chunk of your day needs to be so recruiting sales. Then the second biggest chunk of your day needs to be networking into your organisation. And there you go, Kayla. Salumi, I love that comment. When I brain dump, I get over excited. Because we're so identical, me. So like whenever I brain dump, I literally like with all. So I hope it made sense. I know I flew a bit fast, I know I went a bit quick, but I was trying to watch time as well, and we don't want to be on too long. And something like this, it's a lot more in depth than what I've just done in the last 45 minutes. It really is. Like there's things now of what to say to people, you know, the conversations I had. But this is why you guys also need to be level up in January, because I'm going to be doing this a lot more on a bigger screen, on a bigger scale. The conversations that need to be had, answering questions there and then. So I hope it's been helpful. I'm super excited for the end of the year. The people are crazy sales right now. We're seeing volumes jumping again. We're seeing maximisers coming through, qualifiers, LOIs, people getting Ruby this month. So it's fantastic to see the growth in December. You know, people, they reckon that 4.3 billion was spent in the UK yesterday. That people are sitting at home, scrolling, shopping on Amazon, just shopping. People have spent weeks and weeks treating other people. If you're watching this on replay now, sorry, we're in December. It's December the 27th, so they're just trying to give some guys some motivation to finish their year off strong. But We'll save that for the morning calls, guys. So yeah, hope it's been really, really helpful. Thank you, guys. I can see some nice comments coming in. It's giving me a different mindset. This has been in my brain and my strategy for ages. By the time we come to level up, it's going to be a lot more streamlined, a lot more focused. So make sure you guys are there. If you want to know the hows and what to say, what to do, make sure you get your ticket and you're there. You guys in South Africa, don't worry. We are arranging time to come see you guys. April is when I've dedicated. I want to come to Cape Town to see you guys. So, hope it's been helpful, guys. Make sure you tag your teams. Let's get them on the call, and I shall speak to you all soon.